Welcome in, everybody. Back for our ITA All-American Championship final Sunday. Kicking things off here with doubles action first from Tulsa. Going to have the men on this stream. Going to be the doubles followed by the singles. See here on the near court, just starting warm-ups. See if we can get that camera adjusted. Near side of the court, going to be DK Suresh and Andrew Delgado of Wake Forest. Righty-lefty combo. Going to face another righty-lefty combo on the far side from Mississippi State. Petar Jovanovic lined up across from DK Suresh and Benito Sanchez Martinez. Across from Delgado. Interesting contrast, though. The Demon Deacons going to go forehands down the middle. Bulldogs play forehands on the outside, backhands down the middle. See if that has any effect on the play. Take a quick look at how we got here. As yesterday, a very impressive performance from the Bulldogs, 6-4, 6-1. They, however, trailed a break 4-3 in the first from 3-all. They were broken by the Gator duo of Nierendorn and Jefferson for 4-3. And then managed to run off 9 of the next 10 games to finish that match 4-1. Very different story on the other side, as DK Suresh and Andrew Delgado had to come from behind in both sets. That one was over on Alex Gruskin's stream, but I believe he told me that Princeton had 13 various set points that they went 0 for 13 on. So the Demon Deacons fighting off a host of set points in both the first and second. I believe it was 6-2 in that second set breaker for Princeton that they end up coming back to get. So that's going to be our matchup here. Give you one quick look at what we're going to see after this doubles match. Completion of this doubles match, they will roll into the singles final. And our singles final later today, it's going to be second-seeded Aiden Kim of Ohio State and third-seeded Jay Friend of Arizona, both in 3-set wins yesterday. Jay Friend knocking off Dylan Dietrich, a little rematch from postseason play last year. And Aiden Kim knocking off Devin Badenhorst of Baylor. So we'll get to see that at the conclusion of our doubles final coming up here. A reminder that both of these teams, as well as the teams they beat in the semifinals, have qualified for the NCAA tournament. The 2-year fall pilot that began last year also had a change in format of how you get in. You got to win your way into the NCAA tournament, and that through one of 4 tournaments. This your pathway to the NCAA Division I individual championships. From the double standpoint, your 4 semifinalists here make it. We move on to the regionals. There are 13 regions. The winner of each region will qualify. And then we finish with 2 other tournaments that play simultaneously. The ITA Conference Masters, your 2 finalists, and then a playoff between the 2 losing semifinal teams for the 3rd spot will make it. And then in your 4 sections, 3 doubles qualifiers from each section. Again, your 2 finalists and a playoff for the 2 semifinal losers for that last spot. That makes up your draw of 32. In doubles, you can see the singles. Similar story there. Cover that when we get to the singles match. But everybody you're going to see today has qualified for the NCAA singles tournament. That will take place November 18th to 23rd down in Lake Nona at the USTA National Campus just outside Orlando. We will be there for that. So join us for all of that coverage as well. Back as we're just concluding our warm-ups here. Be first look for many at the redshirt freshman Andrew Delgado for Wake Forest. We know what we're going to get from DK, frankly, from all three guys. Other than Delgado, it'll be a good look, though, at the redshirt freshman here for Tony Bresky and the Demon Deacons. Delgado, North Carolina native. On the team last year. I think he had a little bit of doubles action in the fall maybe, but red-shirted. So this will be his first full season action. A reminder, we have electronic line calling at play here in Tulsa. The way that system works, obviously there are cameras watching the lines. If players want to challenge a call, they can, whether that be the opponent's call or even a chair official's overrule. They can challenge the call. It'll go to the electronic line calling. They get 3 challenges per set. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to kick us off serving here. It's Petar Jovanovic for Mississippi State serving. Oh, both Martinez and Delgado, very interesting start to the match as Suresh and Jovanovic play in the down-the-line rally. Martinez and Delgado both all the way over the service line. But neither Suresh nor Jovanovic electing to try to go cross-court for the pass. Quick 30-love start for Jovanovic here. Make it 40-love. Bulldogs were only broken once yesterday. And it's a hold at love for Jovanovic, so we'll change ends here. Gotta believe you're gonna see DK serving first for the Demon Deacons. Again, we've got the men's doubles and singles finals, here on this stream. My sometimes co-host Alex Gruskin has the other stream going with the women's. I believe they're playing in the opposite order there. I think they're starting with singles and playing doubles afterwards, but you can catch that action. Valerie Glosman and Carmen Araya. Glosman of Stanford, the sophomore. Carmen Araya from Texas. Your women's singles final. Your doubles final for the women going to be Naaman Galaney of Oklahoma, Sholikova Urbanova. Wisconsin. 6 straight points for the Bulldogs to open the match here, and it is DK serving. See if Jovanovic elects to go right at the freshman at the net. He doesn't, and the Deacons handle that one. Delgado getting the final 2 balls there, putting the first one down at the feet of Benito Sanchez Martinez, and then putting the second volley away handily. Gets it to 15-30. No hole too big for a DK Suresh service game, that's for sure. Sanchez Martinez gets that return down at the feet of Suresh, though, and he's unable to handle it. So a quick start here. See if the Bulldogs can capitalize on 3 break chances coming. Sanchez Martinez and Jovanovic are your number 1 ranked team in the preseason rankings. Oh, that overhead just popped up and gave Martinez a great chance. And we'll take another look at that. As you see, Delgado didn't catch it cleanly. Wasn't even that he sent it down too hard. He just didn't catch it clean. And it left Benito Sanchez Martinez an opening, and he threaded the needle between Delgado and Suresh, and the Bulldogs take a 2-love lead. Good hands there from Jovanovic. Delgado puts the return right into the Jovanovic forehand there. He puts that away. Delgado comes up with the goods there. Sign of life. It's a tough start for the Deacons. Only the 2nd point so far for them. Bulldogs held it. Loved the opening game. Broke from 15-40 in the second. Now 30-15 for Sanchez Martinez. Great coverage there from Sanchez Martinez. It was a good return inside out there from DK. Sent Benito wide off the court, but he is a lefty, so able to get out there with that forehand. 40-15, Sanchez Martinez, Jovanovic, both seniors for the Bulldogs this year. And it's a hold. The Bulldogs race out to a 3-love lead. Wake Forest, through 3 games, only 2 points so far. So let's see if they exhibit a little patience or if DK gets a little antsy. The big guy at the net may be a little tougher to get around. See if he tries to use that length and get them going from the net here, as he was broken in his opening service game. Get our first look at Andrew Delgado. Also, backdraw action going on right now in singles. Your 8 singles quarterfinalists qualified for the NCAA, but you have to make the backdraw final. 10 spots given out here. And so those 2 semifinal matches being played right now, they won't play the final. Those 2, the winners of those will punch their tickets into the NCAA tournament. Those matches are Duncan Chan of TCU having a breakout fall against Emin van Lobencels of UCLA, and Illinois' Kenta Miyoshi and Kentucky's Jack Loudon. Good recovery there from the Deacons as Delgado got sent a little wide. And then DK wins the battle at the net between he and Jovanovic. Sanchez Martinez. Another look at that one. Lefty here, and Sanchez Martinez takes that ball on the rise early, right by DK. DK comes right back and says, "You're not going to do that down the middle." Sanchez Martinez in particular loves to go after returns. Does it once again, so he's had 2 return winners here. One down the line, one cross court, but you see him even on the first serve of Delgado. He's inching forward. By the time he hits the return, he's on the baseline. He loves to take that ball early on the rise on the return. And go for those winners. So 30 all. It's the spot. Probably did a little tape watching, I'm going to assume, last night, or at least Coach Bresky did a little talking to the Florida coaches. There wasn't a lot that went Florida's way, but Jovanovic seemed to struggle a little with that high backhand return. And Sanchez Martinez going right at DK. Certainly Sanchez Martinez is going to get this return, as we've got a deuce deciding point here. Yeah, no question. Benito's been on the return game so far. And the big fella. DK getting up in the air to get that one. Tough to get a ball up and over DK. The let court. That ball just landing in. The let court ace. If you're new to college tennis, no lets, no ads. So they play the lets. And as you saw in the last game, there are no ads. It's a deciding point if you get to deuce. Great hands on the Bulldogs side there to get that one down and back at the feet of Delgado. Deacons unable to make any headway into Mississippi State service games thus far. DK 6'5". Feel like he's at least 6'6", but let's see. I don't know if that ball, if that was a clean whiff from Sanchez Martinez there, or if he just caught a little piece of the frame. Oh, and Delgado, for the first time, goes behind Benito Sanchez Martinez. Keep him honest, and he hits the winner. Another look at this wide, and Delgado not even down the line, really down the middle of that side. Just had really caught Sanchez Martinez cheating, had to go behind him. So the first time they've gotten 2 points on a Bulldog service game here. See if they can take advantage. Try to push towards a deuce. And Jovanovic pushes long, and they do. So another deciding point here. And from what felt like routine service games for the Bulldogs, they now found themselves in a little spot. You see Brian Baker, a few words for DK, and it's going to be Delgado, the redshirt freshman, taking the return. Sanchez Martinez really trying to show him that line and force him to try it. Now he's going to get a second serve look. Martinez staying all the way in the center. Does Delgado go line? He does go line, but the Bulldogs end up getting the hold on the fourth ball from Delgado into the net. So Wake gets their first break chance of the match and unable to get it, so they are 0 for 1. The Bulldogs 1 for 2 on their break chances thus far. Mentioned those consolation backdraw matches to earn your final spots into the NCAA singles right now. Started the same time we started here. Duncan Chan right now a 3-1 lead for TCU on Eamon Van Lobensel's in the first, and Illinois' Kenta Miyoshi a 2-1 lead on Jack Loudett. Loudett's had a great tournament. He's in the match to make the NCAA, and the match he lost in the main draw was a little crazy from the standpoint of He had, I believe, 5 match points against Ozan Barish. I saw 2 of them myself at 5-4 in the second for a straight set win. Serving didn't get him. He ends up going to a third. He's down 4-2 in the third. And under the point penalty system, gets overruled in a match default. One of 2 match defaults we've seen this week, at least, here in Tulsa. One of those was a code violation for him. The other 3, all electronic line call challenges and overrules. Uncharacteristic slow start serving for DK here. Only got 1 point. His first service game. Bulldogs really trying to force Wake into going behind him. Maybe a tactic, as you see head coach Matt Roberts there talking to, looked like in particular Jovanovic on the backhand. But I was going to say it might be a tactic of pinch that middle until they show you they can actually beat you. Overcooked by Benito Sanchez Martinez. You'll see a little bit of that. He's going to hit out most of the time, no matter where he is on the court. So he's not going to back off. It's the kind of misses you want to see. If you're going to miss, he'll miss long. So after dropping the first point of the game, DK turns around and does what DK normally does. Runs off a host of quick service points there. Demon Deacons get the hold for 4-2. 2-4 from their perspective, but it'll be 4-2. Sanchez Martinez to serve now here. The lefty from Germany. Some good hands there. Quick hands from Jovanovic. See Matt Roberts there. th or 12th year head coach now at Mississippi State. Oh, Jovanovic didn't quite put it away. Delgado had a jumping overhead at it. Would have been nicer had that been on DK's side. He definitely could have gotten to it, but Delgado just a little bit high. New coaching staff under Roberts this year as his associate head coach from last year, Jake Jacoby, has taken the head coaching job at Ole Miss. So a little in-state rivalry between the two former coaches, the coaching tandem, so they'll see each other plenty, not that far apart from each other either. Oh, Mississippi State's challenging the out call. Call confirmed, so they lose a challenge down to 2. Again, use it or lose it, so no harm. Delgado wisely electing to let that one go as Sanchez Martinez, again, we talked about it. He's going to hit out on all of those balls, so he'll have his fair share of cooking a few long. Delgado wisely letting that one go. Twas the 12th year for Matt Roberts at the helm of the Bulldog program. That time it's DK that overcooks one a little long, and 40-15 for Sanchez Martinez. Oh, and that one lands in. Not sure if Jovanovic could have put a good racket on it. We'll try to get another look at that one. See. No, I don't think he could have got it. He started to put the racket up, but that would have been tough to reach. And enough topspin on that from Delgado that it lands in. And it was 40-love to 40 to deuce. Last service game of Jovanovic is here. Let's see if they can do the same type of thing to Sanchez Martinez here. They cannot. DK's backhand return sails long, and the Bulldogs hold for 5-2. So here, 2 challenges remaining. One more look as we had flashed this graphic up pretty briefly at how you qualify for the NCAA individual championships, both singles and doubles. It's 10 singles and 4 double spots given away here in Tulsa this week. Those are all accounted for with the exception of your final 2 singles spots. Those matches going on right now to give out your final 2. Your 4 doubles qualifiers were your 4 doubles semifinalists. Jefferson and Nierendorn, who dropped the match to Mississippi State yesterday. Ardilla and Inchospa, who dropped their match to Wake Forest yesterday, along with these 2 teams. There you see Brian Baker on coaching duties. For the Demon Deacons and DK and Delgado. Baker, an accomplished professional. Had reached highs of 52 in the ATP rankings in singles. Looked like it might not have been in, but not going to be called by the Bulldogs. So 15-love. Baker as high as 29 in doubles in the ATP rankings. He had been working at the USTA before Tony lured him over. That was after Chris Eaton, I believe, left to go do some individual coaching on tour. Now Delgado's got the service game going. Maybe a little bit of the Bulldogs trying to rush into a 5-3 service game to serve it out. Could be dangerous. That ball not up. Double bounce for Delgado. That was why the delay of Sanchez Martinez looked like for a moment there. Say it looked like for a moment. Benito just wasn't going to get to the ball. Oh. Felt like a little rope-a-dope. DK poaches, misses, and Delgado just hits the clean winner. Great concentration there from Andrew Delgado as he had DK cross right in front of him and missed the ball, not able to reach out and make contact, but Delgado then just goes inside out forehand for a clean winner. So Jovanovic now going to have to serve it out for the Bulldogs. Good start, big serve down the middle. Mentioned Jovanovic, Martinez, both seniors. Jovanovic from Montenegro. Started the last year at number 1. He and Martinez switched places as Jovanovic struggled a little and Sanchez Martinez had played really well, and it stayed that way for the remainder of the year. Interesting to see how that plays out again this season as Sanchez Martinez went 0-2 in the main draw this week, and Jovanovic made a deep run in the Consolation, losing out yesterday late to Vignesh Gojaneni of Yale, 6-4 in the third. DK really wants to come across and use that length, but again, just out of the outstretched reach, caught the top of the frame. Unable to put it in play, so 30-15, 2 points from a set now. That one deep for Jovanovic, so 30 all. So a couple set points now coming for the Bulldogs. Another forehand into the net. Jovanovic struggling a little off the ground right now, and Wake Forest has an opportunity. And this time it's going to be the big fella DK Suresh that's going to take this return. Set point, also break point for the senior from India. Now I'd be a little afraid if you give him a second serve to the forehand here. Gotta think Jovanovic wants to get this ball to his backhand. And it's a break. Sanchez-Martinez maybe just slightly interrupting the concentration of Jovanovic as he came over and tried to poach that one. Couldn't and backed up, but Jovanovic then pulled the next ball just wide. So Wake Forest back on serve now. In a match that's just felt like the Bulldogs have been in control. The entire way. And all of a sudden they find themselves back on serve here. 4-5 for Wake Forest. Both teams now 1 for 2 on break points. The Bulldogs getting theirs in the second game of the set for a 2-0 lead. Wake Forest getting theirs in the 9th game to bring it back on serve at 4-5. Jovanovic for the Bulldogs was the NCAA Elite 90 Award winner in tennis. That Elite 90 Award given out by the NCAA is given to the student athlete at each of the 90 championships at the final site. To the student athlete with the highest cumulative GPA at the final site. That going to Jovanovic last year. And Benito Sanchez-Martinez. We've talked about it. He's the dangerous one on return. He likes to go after those. Taking that ball early. Does it again there. Forehand right down the line for a winner. So love 30 for DK. And that one handled well by Delgado. Jovanovic went at Delgado, but not enough on it. Clean winner for the redshirt freshman. Don't have a Mississippi State record book in front of me, but that's at least the second Elite 90 award that they've won. Oh, Ace T from Suresh. As I recall, a number of years back, Rishabh Agarwal for the Bulldogs, an Elite 90 award winner. .40-30 for DK now. DK gets the hold, so 5-all. After a love 30 start to that game. Good come from behind. Big serve from Martinez. And this has got to feel very similar to the first set that they played yesterday, the Demon Deacons, as they were trailing 5-3 to Princeton in that one as well, before getting back to 5-all and then eventually taking that first set in a tiebreak. Things going very similar here. DK putting that volley into the rear side of Jovanovic. No malice intended there. You see him apologize to Jovanovic quickly, saying, yeah, no worries. It was the right play. That women's singles final over on Alex Gruskin's stream. 6-2-2-1 for Stanford's Valerie Glosman right now. Way too much Jovanovic standing in the middle of the court on a high ball for Delgado. He easily takes it line side past him. And all of a sudden, the Bulldogs find themselves in a somewhat nervy little spot, as they felt like they were in control the whole match. And then start the 5-all service game up 30-love, and all of a sudden 30-all. Jovanovic looks like he's going to poach, so Martinez is going to cover line here. And now, break points for Wake Forest. What a turn of events here for Mississippi State, as Roberts trying to give some advice on where to serve DK. Lucky for the Bulldogs, that one went long, as if that had bounced in the court, DK was going to tee off on a forehand. Jovanovic didn't exactly hit that one clean, but the swing he took at it, I think, made it look like it was going to get there faster than it did. And now a huge deciding point here at 5-all in the first set. Oh my goodness. You see DK and Jovanovic having a little laugh about that there. I don't know if we caught enough of that on the replay or not. Let's see. Oh, we did. And that, and you could see on the replay that as he caught that one off the frame, because he swung through it, it actually had a bunch of backspin. Let's try that one more time. You could see this ball. Looks like DK is going to get there easily. And the ball bounces. The first bounce at the service line and the second bounce back close to the net because of the backspin on it. What an unbelievable miss. And winner from Petar Jovanovic. Frankly, a ball he should have just put away. but misses it off the frame, and it goes his way, and the Bulldogs hold for 6-5. So now it'll be the redshirt freshman Delgado to serve and try to get the Deeks into a breaker here. Again. I mean, how many times? The problem is I don't know where you serve him because he's done it off both the backhand and the forehand. But you got to do something to back Benito Sanchez Martinez up. Maybe more slice. For Delgado, it'd be slice T. For DK, it'd be slice wide, but... sorry, that was actually Jovanovic on the first one. And again, a love 30 hold. DK fought out a love 30 last game for the Deacons. Delgado, similar spot here. Oh. Costly miss from DK Suresh at the net. Poor return from Jovanovic was right at him. But set points, 4 of them coming now. Woo. DK thankful there. Delgado is not a lot of pace on that serve, and Martinez definitely going to go after that. The off pace maybe caught him a little off guard. And that one long, and it's a first set. 7-5 for the Bulldogs. So they give up the break from 5-3. And then fight off a couple break points. To survive. A little bit of a roller coaster ride there at the end of the first set for Mississippi State, but they end up coming through 7-5. It looks like Delgado may have... No, he's still there. I would say he may have run off for his restroom break. Looked like he was just grabbing some extra refreshments, maybe. Usually you see him running over to the water jug under the chair. But they probably have their own on the side. And you see our chair official gathering up the balls and going to put the new ones out. Measure that net, make sure it's still 36 inches there. Take a look at our consolation singles matches that are going to decide our final 2 NCAA singles berths. It's Duncan Chan 6-3 in the first set over Emin von Lobensel's, and Kenta Miyoshi 6-2 over Jack Loudon. So set leads there for Chan the Horn Frog and Loudon the Miyoshi from the Illini. Big serve tee from Jovanovic to open the second. Your women's final, Valerie Glasman, still a set and a break up on Carmen Araya, 6-2, 3-2. They have consolation action there, too. Back-to-back aces from Jovanovic here to start the second set. It was the darling of the week in Cary, Savannah Dadamasco from Appalachian State, who knocked off top-seeded DJ Bennett in the opening round. She makes it into the NCAA tournament by making it all the way to the consolation final. Just wide. And the other match between Piper Charney of Michigan and Anastasia Grechkina of Pepperdine is 6-all in the third. So a breaker to see who's going to get that final NCAA berth. Again, an overhead not quite put out of the stadium. Delgado made a run at it. Got a good clean racket, but sent it deep. It's a hold for Jovanovic. So as we started the first, we start the second with a Jovanovic hold. Singles final upcoming after this one here on Court 1 in Tulsa. It's going to be Jay Friend of Arizona, Aiden Kim of Ohio State. Certainly NCAA berths are one of the things players were looking for here. For the Americans in the fields, they're looking to establish a solid resume. Clean winner for DK down the line there. As there are at the NCAA tournament, if you make the doubles final, or the singles, I can't remember doubles if you have to, yeah, you do. You just have to make the final. If you make the final in doubles or singles, and you are American, you earn a spot into the USTA wildcard playoff, provided that format stays the same this year. Last year, both finalists were American, in Michael Zhang and Ozan Barish. And Petar Jovanovic, winner there for 15-30. So that gave those two gentlemen entries, but they are 4-team playoffs for singles and doubles. So the entries that aren't filled by making the finals at NCAA, put away by Delgado, are chosen based on the resumes of the American players. So 4 American doubles teams, 4 American singles players all get entered into a 4-team wildcard playoff where the winner gets a main draw. U.S. Open wildcard. So certainly one of the things any of the American players are looking forward to competing for. Sanchez Martinez pulls that one. And from a slight little hole, no problems for DK, and he holds for 1-all. So a better start to this set than the first, as DK was broken in the second game of the first set for a love 2 deficit. So all square now. Valerie Glasman now serving for the match in carry against Carmen Araya. She's up 6-2, 5-2 in the singles final there. Here, warm-up's going on. Got to be either Friend or Kim on a nearby court getting ready. Kenta Miyoshi has jumped out a set and a break now. 6-2, 3-love over Jack Loudett in that Consolation semifinal. Almost got that one back, did DK. Jovanovic didn't quite get it put away for a clean winner, but nonetheless, they get the point as DK unable to get it back. 15-all on the Sanchez-Martinez service game. And that ball off the tape. You see Sanchez-Martinez apologizing. Delgado unable to make clean contact with it. Jovanovic has been an All-American in doubles his first 3 seasons, I believe. It's 2 or 3, not sure which. Now 40-15. For Sanchez-Martinez. It's a hold for Benito Sanchez-Martinez, and the Bulldogs make it 3 straight holds to open this second set now. Here's some noise coming from another court. Looking at scores to see what that might be, not sure. Bulldogs returning the bulk of their team this year. Looking forward, I know Matt Roberts is, to a great season there. They lost Dusan Milanovic, but I believe the rest of the lineup is back. And they also bring in freshman Raphael Vaxman from France. Oh, DK. Almost the same spot that he missed one of the volleys up in the high area there. You kind of wonder, wouldn't think it's sun, as it appears the sun's kind of behind us to the right, not out in front of us, based off the shadows on the court. Martinez gets that one quickly back at the feet. And some of that is just, it's not all the pace on the ball coming back, but again, it's the fact that Sanchez Martinez loves to take those returns early, so they come back. You take that ball early, and they just get back quicker than you're anticipating. Ah, beautiful hands there from DK. Take another look at that one. Placement there from Delgado made it a tough reach for Sanchez Martinez. You see, he's still doing the same thing. He's creeping just inside that baseline, trying to make early contact. Again, same thing from Sanchez Martinez. Early contact down at the feet of Delgado on the forehand side, and he can't handle it. And you know Sanchez Martinez has taken this return as well. His return's been on spot here. And he goes line. Thought the serve might have been a hair long. If I'm Wake Forest, I challenged my own serve there. But they don't. And Sanchez Martinez hits the winner down the line, and Mississippi State takes a 3-1 lead. So it was the first service game in the first set they broke on. It's the second service game of Wake in this set, but another early break lead for them here. See if they can hold this one, as they were unable to in the first, as Wake broke back at 5-3. That lineup for Mississippi State, great lineup coming back. They have their top four returning in Sanchez Martinez, Jovanovic, Nicolo Baroni, who was a freshman last year from Italy, and Troy transfer Mario Martinez Serrano. And then also returning Brian Hernandez Cortez, who really came on strong at the end of the year. He'll be a sophomore this year. Roberto Ferrer, and then they bring in a freshman. Delgado letting out a little bit of a scream of frustration as he's unable to put that return in play, and 40 love for Jovanovic here. That ball deep off the swinging volley from Jovanovic, and Mississippi State, as they did in the first set, leads 4-1 in the second. And it's going to need to be a quick regroup for Wake Forest here, as they're going to have to break one of the next two Mississippi State service games. Mississippi State was outstanding in doubles last year. Obviously, you have the #1 team in the nation here that partnered up last year as their #1 doubles team, and then had Baroni and Serrano playing together who played well, but a guy that doesn't contribute much in singles for them, Michael Novansky, an outstanding doubles player, best hands on the team, I think. He paired up with the Dusan Milanovic last year. And I'm not sure how many points, but I don't feel like the Mississippi State dropped more than probably 2 doubles points all year. Wake Forest was equally as good in dubs last year. Sanchez Martinez puts that one away. In fact, this Mississippi State team, I believe, played Luca Powell and Casper Simkowiak, Middle Tennessee transfer, over to Wake in the earlier rounds here. Another Wake Forest team, but you had Powell and Tachi that were so good last year, and then rotating cast in the other spots. DK is going to be good no matter who you put him with. He started the year playing with Stefan Dostanic. Dostanic didn't play a lot after a certain point of the season, so it got down to NCAA time again. Oh, what a point. A little bit of everything everywhere. Let's see how much of that we caught. I just caught the very end of Sanchez Martinez chasing that ball down. But some excellent play there. As DK now serving at 15-30. Calls it out. Mississippi State's going to challenge. You saw Sanchez Martinez was inside the baseline before he even served, so he caught that a good couple feet in. See the result. Said they have 2 challenges remaining, so I assume that means the call stands, and it's 30-all. Jovanovic. A little short on that return. And so from 15-30, DK now 40-30 and a couple game points. Again, going with taking the ball early is Martinez there, but he sends it long, and DK holds for 2-4, just as he did in the first set. So find ourselves in a similar spot with Sanchez Martinez serving at 4-2 for Mississippi State. That was deep. If he can get the ball inside the baseline there, that's a great. It's kind of what Sanchez Martinez has been doing to him being Delgado, is been putting those returns right at his feet on the baseline, and you see Sanchez Martinez trying to hold his court position. So had that ball landed on the baseline, it would have been a very tough ball to get back. that one long. It's had a lot of these balls today that look like they should have been put away and just haven't been put away. They've been popped up, maybe hit a little too much down and not through the court. As Wake Forest, the beneficiary there of Mississippi State not putting that ball away early. Delgado gets it back. Again, Jovanovic there would have liked to put the first volley away. DK able to get it back and extend the point into a decently long rally, but eventually Jovanovic putting one at DK they couldn't get back, and someone sends the ball back in. Jovanovic will pocket that ball. 30-15 for Martinez. It was an awkward crouching overhead from Jovanovic there. Did his best to impersonate a 5'8" guy. Able to keep it in play. That's a lot harder than it looks when you're trying to hit an overhead that's that low. Good serve from Benito Sanchez Martinez, and the Bulldogs are a game away as they take a 5-2 lead again. Very similar to the first set score line. Same serving rotation, same score we had then. Not sure what happened, but Kenta Miyoshi 6-2-4-1 shows completed against Jack Loudett, so looks like Miyoshi is through to the NCAA tournament. The other match looks like it's going to go 3 potentially. Duncan Chan down 5-2 in the second after winning the first set, so Emin van Lobensel's trying to force a third there. Piper Charney of Michigan 8-6 in that third set tiebreak in the consolation match on the women's side, so she punches her ticket. And Valerie Glosman, your All-American champion, 6-2, 6-3 for the Stanford Cardinal. Deep from Delgado. Again, the men's final will follow this one after a brief break. Players getting warm already, so they'll be ready to go. Won't be anything more than clearing the court. Any sort of championship celebration there might be. Rolling the next match on. Jovanovic trying to go with that Martinez return game, taking the ball early, but sent the ball a hair wide. You see, he missed it long, but you can see it's the same thing from Benito every time. He's starting his stance just behind the baseline, but by the time he makes contact with the return, he's right on top of the baseline. Same thing there from Jovanovic, and that one works out for him. Get those returns in play, and you like to be 2 up at the net as they do. It's a great advantage court positioning wise if you can get that return and start the point. It's a good hold though for Delgado, so he's going to ask the question just as they did in the first set, and they were able to successfully break back. They're going to force the Bulldogs here to try to serve it out. It'll be Petar Jovanovic. Looks like they're looking for a missing ball, maybe. Looks like they got some new balls. Jovanovic holding them up to ask the Wake Forest guys if they want to see them first. They decline. Common courtesy. So Jovanovic here to serve 5-3 for the match and the ITA All-American title. Jovanovic. It was a good defensive play from Delgado. We'll take another look, but Jovanovic takes that high lob and goes down the line right past DK. DK not even really giving him a big target on the line to go for. His left foot was almost on that singles line. But Jovanovic makes the pass for 15 love. And DK right back with 2 good forehands. One that Jovanovic was barely able to get to, and the second one inside out past Sanchez Martinez. And Delgado creeping in on that backhand return and just trying to push block that ball back, but sends it long. Well done by Benito Sanchez Martinez there. He anticipates another look here. DK going cross. He gets it, and that's going to bring up a match point now. 3 match points for the Bulldogs. Oh, what a ball from Andrew Delgado. He says, we're not going down yet. Take another look at that pass down the line. Beautiful. Match point number 2 here for Mississippi State. And the service winner from Petar Jovanovic and Mississippi State is your 2025 ITA All-American Champions in the men's doubles. They take down DK Suresh and Andrew Delgado of Wake Forest 7-5, 6-3. You see everyone very cordial. You see our man Jordan from the ITA getting photos and footage from the court. And it looks like we are going to have a little trophy celebration on the court. Looked like that might have been Cody Johnson there. One end of the table hauling it out. I know our on-site guys running the show in Cary and Tulsa this week, as it's Jordan on the men's side here in the white hat. Been taking care of most of the details for us from Tulsa, and Zach has been doing the same in Cary. We'll leave the cameras on here so you can see the trophy presentation. And then they'll quickly turn things around and get our singles final on. The OCD of Matt Roberts is not going to let him
out to the doubles final of the 2025
let that go.
ITA All-American Championship. This is a fantastic event every single year. Tons of top players have come through these draws. John Isner, Ben Shelton, some of the biggest names in tennis in the world have come through this event and won on this very court. And now we've got some new athletes that also get to put their name in those books. Before I introduce them and hand them the hardware, just want to give a few thank yous. First and foremost to the University of Tulsa. They've been hosting this event for 20 years, and we keep coming back because it's always excellent. Also want to give a couple of thanks to the officials, both head referee Steve Morrow and his crew that's been here all week. They put in longer hours than anybody sitting up in the chair in the heat. And, they do a tough job, and we appreciate them. We've also got a handful of partners that always help make these events great. This year we have the pleasure of having Play Replay provide electronic line calling all week. And speaking to coaches, speaking to players, it adds a ton to college tennis. So we're looking forward to moving forward with them for the next several years and hopefully well into the future. And with that, let's get a round of applause, and then we'll get a couple words from our runners-up from Wake Forest.
First of all, thank you, Tulsa, for organizing a great event, and it's been going for every year. And also, thank you for the people who did not support us today. It's been really good, and also the sharing place. I know it's been a really long week, so a long hours, long days, and We're happy that we made the finals, but we didn't really give our best shot. But congrats to the Mississippi State guys. They played really well all week.
And now your 2025 ITA All-American Doubles champions from Mississippi State.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, thank you for everybody who was participating in this tournament, officials, those who told some, and the fans. It's been great. We're really good for the tournament. I did it this year, so last year probably. So I think both of us are back there. Last few days, last few days, really good weather. So I think we got that. Yeah, thank you for the today. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the great first team. Have a great week. Fortunately. Then I want to thank all the officials, all the people from the University of Tulsa who made this event possible. Because we already know it's happening here every year, and we're really, I can say, happy with the organization and with the officials. Thank you.
One more time for the 2025 ITA Doubles champions. And please stick around because we have an excellent singles match about to get going as well.
All right, so there you have it. Trophy presentations for your runners-up and your champions. And you see head coach Matt Roberts taking his own little video footage. Of the guys. We've got our very own Jordan from the ITA back behind him grabbing photos. Matt was trying to direct him to the net, or the scoreboard, I think. He wanted him to go get a picture by the scoreboard. He better hope that score stays up there long enough, or maybe there's one on this corner too. I don't know. Players will clear out of the bench area, make room for Jay Friend and Aiden Kim, who will make their way to the court. And I do believe that was Cody Johnson doing the trophy presentation there from the ITA. As you see Brian Baker. Handshakes for both the players and Coach Matt Roberts as they continue their photos. We're going to take a couple-minute break here as they finish things up and we get set for Jay Friend and Aiden Kim. So grab yourself a snack, a drink, whatever it is you want to do. And we will be gone for just a few minutes, and we'll come back as soon as the players come out for that singles final. All right. Welcome back in, everyone. As you can see, the players out for the coin toss and getting ready for the 5-minute warm-up, and then we will begin our All-American singles final here on the near side. It's Jay Friend from Arizona. On the far side, it's Aiden Kim from Ohio State while they warm up. Give us an opportunity to run you through how we got here and what's happened this week so far. So this is your men's singles bracket from the quarterfinals on. It was Jay Friend knocking off. I was going to say, caught me by surprise there. The graphics wrong. I apologize. It was Dylan Dietrich, not DK Suresh, that Friend faced in the semifinals. Friend knocking off Dylan Dietrich yesterday, 7-6 in the third, after knocking out Michigan State's Ozan Barish in the quarterfinals. For Aiden Kim, it was a 7-6, 6-3 win for Badenhorst over Matthew Forbes of Michigan State as well. Kim, the beneficiary of a walkover over Sebastian Gorsny of Texas. And then Aiden Kim yesterday knocked Badenhorst out 6-4 in the third. So it'll be Jay Friend versus Aiden Kim here for your All-American title. The 8 players you see on the left: DK Suresh, Dylan Dietrich, Jay Friend, Ozan Barish, Devin Badenhorst, Matthew Forbes, Sebastian Gorsny, and Aiden Kim, all qualifying for the NCAA Singles Championship, November 18th to 23rd at the USTA National Campus. A little recap on what we had on the men's doubles side. You see the bracket complete. If you weren't with us about 20 to 30 minutes ago, it was Benito Sanchez Martinez and Petar Jovanovic of Mississippi State taking home the title. 7-5, 6-3 over DK Suresh and Andrew Delgado of Wake Forest. The other site and the other stream with Alex Gruskin had the women's. Just to catch you up with what happened there, it was Valerie Glausman of Stanford, 6-2, 6-3, taking home the title there. And they played them in reverse order, so they'll be playing doubles while we're playing singles. And that women's doubles final, it's going to be Oklahoma's Galanian Nahum against Sholikova and Urbanova of Wisconsin. A reminder of how you get into the NCAA tournament. Got to qualify to get in. Same last year and this year with the new 2-year pilot program in the fall. So your 8 quarterfinalists from singles here, along with your 2 backdraw finalists. One of those, Kenta Miyoshi, winning earlier today, and I'm not sure of the status of the Duncan Chan Emin van Lobensels match. But we will be there bringing you all the coverage. First ball to last. As we're just finishing warm-ups, Jay Friend taking his last couple serves. Aiden Kim already done and on the bench. Jay Friend almost undoubtedly going to be taking over the top spot for his team this year. Last year, he had fellow teammate Colton Smith, who made a tremendous rise in the ATP rankings while still maintaining his college season last year. Smith now on to be a full-time pro. Friend going to assume the reins for the Wildcats in the top spot. That lineup last year for Arizona, you had Smith, Friend, and Sasha Rosen playing the 5 spot that were virtual locks for them every match. See how that works out. It's going to be Aiden Kim to kick things off for us here in the final, serving from the far court. Good quick start for Aiden Kim. Kim, a junior, spent a year at Florida his freshman season. That being the first year for Adam Steinberg after moving from Michigan to Florida. Kim, a native of Michigan, in the irony there. That one sprayed a little wide by Aiden Kim for Jay Friend. It was a little bit of a revenge match in the semifinal against Dylan Dietrich as his last match of the year last year in the round of 16 in the NCAA tournament. Arizona played Virginia, and it was Friend against Dietrich. Closed well there by Aiden Kim, and he holds for 1-love. We'll take another look at that finish. Good forehand into Friend's backhand corner. An easy close for him. Friend was up 5-2 in the third in that match against Dylan Dietrich last year. And Dietrich won 5 straight games to clinch that match, 4-2 for the Who's. And so I'm sure there was a little extra motivation for Friend in that semifinal, and it was 7-5 in the NCAA tournament last year in the third. It was 7-6 yesterday in the semis. Those two just absolute battles with each other. Just deep from Kim for 30-love. So good start for both servers so far. It's a big serve down the tee for Jay Friend for 40-love. That just missed. Couldn't tell. But Friend holds it from 40-15, just as Aiden Kim did. So 5 points apiece. And Kim will take his second service game here as they feel each other out early. Mentioned Aiden Kim, a junior this year for the Buckeyes. Jay Friend, a senior. Friend representing Japan, I believe. Aiden Kim, the USA. So Kim would be eligible for that USTA wildcard playoff if he could put together the kind of year he'd like to, or make the NCAA finals. If you're not familiar, that USTA wildcard playoff they do in singles and doubles. If you make it to the Unlucky there for Aiden Kim. The serve bounced off the net straight up and gave Friend an easy put away. If you make it to the finals of the NCAA singles or doubles tournament and you are American, the doubles would have to be a team of Americans. You qualify for a 4-man in singles or team in doubles playoff that will vie for a U.S. Open wild card. Main draw. Wow. Jay Friend cheating deep into that backhand side, and Aiden Kim goes slice T for an ace on the second serve. Last year, Ozan Barish and Michael Zhang qualified. Michael Zhang ended up winning the NCAA tournament. First player, I think, ever since they've been given the U.S. Open wildcard berths to win the NCAAs and not get a U.S. Open wildcard main draw berth because of the playoff format. And he ended up losing that playoff final to Stefan Dostanic of Wake Forest. So Dostanic grabbed the wild card berth. Also had Ben Kate and Gavin Young of Michigan qualify in the doubles, but due to injuries, they were unable to participate in that wild card playoff. Oh, a couple quick points for Jay Friend from 40-15 down, and Aiden Kim now going to face the first deuce deciding point that we've had. No lets, no ads in the college game. So we've already seen the let court play. Here's the first deciding point. Handled well by Aiden Kim. Gets into the net, puts the overhead away. He holds for 2-1. They will change ends. Friend, an All-American in singles. Last year for the Wildcats. 34 singles victories on the year. That was tops on the team for him. Made it to the quarterfinals at NCAAs. Obviously, he's going to get a chance to try to do that again, having made the quarterfinals here. He finished the year number 9 in the ITA rankings last year. If you've caught any of the post-match interviews with Jay Friend this week over on Alex Gruskin's stream, he's been quite the character. If you don't catch those live, you can always go back and see them on YouTube. Nice forehand line. Neither guy looking to be super hyped up and active, reserving some of that energy here early in the matches. Friend hits that clean winner down the line. You don't see Kim chasing it too hard. He probably knew he wasn't going to get to it. Kim taking a look at that. I thought it was out. Aiden Kim taking a closer look, but he didn't call it out. He lets that one go. Some side effect of some of the electronic line calling that we've had this week, and players not wanting to take chances on getting overruled. But if these guys do end up in a long one, they will get their money's worth. A nice sunny, warm day here in Tulsa. 83 degrees right now in the sun. Return wide from Kim, and Friend holds, so 4 holds to start us off. Other than the fact that Aiden Kim let that last service game get tight after he let 40-15 get to deuce, it's been a pretty routine set of holds for these players so far. That Jay Friend puts that one down at the feet. Kim unable to come up with the half volley there. So now a couple more break points. So second break point of the match for Jay Friend. He's yet to face one. Oh, he guesses right, but can't make contact as there's just too much pace from Aiden Kim, so Kim gets it to deuce. And the forehand into the net gives the break to Jay Friend. So first break of the match to the Arizona Wildcat, as Friend takes a 3-2 lead. Justin Kranagi on the bench with Aiden Kim once again. Can't tell from the back, but I'm going to assume Clancy Shields on the bench with Jay. Friend definitely the advantage early on the service games. He's only given up 2 points on serve so far, while Aiden Kim has faced 3 break points, Friend converting 1 of them. Unforced error there into the net from Aiden Kim, and 30 love for Jay Friend. And it's a hold at love for Jay Friend. So Friend still has only given up 2 points on his service game. Kim now getting a little frustrated early on. Now I think we're going to see some real frustration if this game gets away from him. He's break down at 2-4 and now love 30. Oh, beautiful close there from Friend. Got to the net quick and put that backhand volley away. We'll take another look at that one. You see him close here when he had Kim pushed out of position, and so now Love 40. FYI, it was Duncan Chan knocking off Emin van Lobensels, and he grabs an NCAA qualifying spot. I'll tell you what, that ball looked a hair wide. Friend letting it go. So 30-40 now for Aiden Kim. Oh, and the pass by Jay Friend, and he goes up double break. Let's take another look at that one. So it's 4 games in a row for Jay Friend. He has run out. You see Jordan taking photos there. Give you one more quick look. At the men's singles draw from the quarterfinals on. Jay Friend now serving for the first set here. It's been all Friend so far. Oh, that ball barely clearing the net. You see Aiden Kim throwing his hands out like, come on. 2 balls in a row just barely cleared the net for Friend there. Woo! Kim just says, what can I do? Just give him the set here. Take another quick look at that one. Serve. A reach. Kim didn't even move his feet really to get all the way. Had to stretch reach for that. It just pushes the backhand up the line for a winner. And then at 30 love, when things are going your way, they're going your way. As you see here, the let court ace. And that brings up set points. You see Jay Friend's feeling it. He was going for the clean winner down the line there. Just missed one. Only the 3rd point of the set on Jay Friend's serve for Aiden Kim. Still another set point here. That's the first time he's given up 2 points in one of his service games. Third set point here. Third time's a charm, and Jay Friend takes the first set 6-2. So the Arizona senior, a set in the books. And a decidedly advantageous set to him. Total points that set. Looks like Kim's asking about maybe the restroom break. I'm not sure. Telling me he's going to take it, but he doesn't look like he's walking off just yet. Yeah, maybe he is. He's going to get there. Total points. Jay Friend, 28. Aiden Kim, 17. It's a very big advantage. Friend 2 for 4. On his breakpoint conversions, Kim yet to see a breakpoint. As I mentioned, only 4 points in the set on Friend's serve. Got a point twice, got 2 points that game, and Friend held it love once. Now you can see it's definitely a little warm. You see Karagi with the towel over the head blocking the sun. Jay Friend doing the same. Can't believe Clancy's not there holding the umbrella over him for some shade. Here he comes with some water. Arizona coaching staff. Head coach Clancy Shields. Associate head coach Alex Free. Assistant coach Jordan Gabati. Time called by the chair. Kim getting a change of shirts. Maybe a little change of luck he's hoping. They'll return back to the same side of the courts they left here. And it'll be Aiden Kim to start us off in the second set. Good start for Aiden Kim. See if he can get things back on track. He held his first 2 service games of the first for a 2-1 lead, and then Jay Friend ripped off 5 straight games. So the last 5 games as of now have gone the way of Jay Friend. Ball deep, and Jay Friend is going to challenge that. See what the electronic line system has to say. Call stand. So 30 love Aiden Kim. Again, 3 challenges per set for the players. Oh, the reflexes there from Aiden Kim. That was a slap runner from Jay Friend right at the midsection of Aiden Kim. Take another look at this one. As it was almost a look away blink reflex volley from Aiden Kim. Up and over, topspin, forehand winner down the line here from Aiden Kim. You see him right inside in down that line. Nice deep return from Jay Friend to get it to 40-30. Kim now his second year with the Buckeyes. Had a good first year. All-American. 34 combined wins. He made the semis last year at All-Americans. Betters that around making the finals here. Would love to get a win. Oh, and 40 Love has all of a sudden become deuce, and it's going to be a deciding point. Aiden Kim, the recipient of that fourth USTA wildcard playoff spot last year. It was Zhang and Barish from their NCAA final, and then Dostanich and Aiden Kim getting that other spot. Wow. And Jay Friend from 40 Love down breaks Aiden Kim to open the second set. And he is now 3 of 5. On break points is Jay Friend. First game change, no sitting here. Kernagi. I'm just assuming that's Justin Kernagi. I have no idea who's inside that towel. Can't make out anything. Have to give Crow. Some ideas. He could just send anybody out there, put the towel over his head. Going to be a tough mental battle now for Aiden Kim, as he's certainly thinking to himself, what in the heck do I have to do here? Thought maybe he'd got started back on the right foot here, serving in the second at 40 Love in the first game. Promptly broken, and now has to find something. Such good hands from Fred. I mean, that was a great return from Aiden Kim right at his feet on the baseline. And to be perfectly honest, Fred didn't really move his feet. Advantage was Kim there, but able to put the ball back with the good hands. And there's approach Aiden Kim deciding he's got to do something to change it up, and he makes an effort to come to the net. So Kim now entering problem-solving mode here, trying to figure out how to do something different and not let Friend, who seems to be on fire from just teeing off with that forehand from the baseline. So Aiden Kim, see if he makes a concerted effort to get to the net a little more here now. Got that one back deep on him, and Friend unable to get that one off the short hop. Back in play, so chance here. Good ball from Jay Friend, the backhand. Aiden Kim did elect to come in again, and Friend got the backhand down low under the knees of Aiden Kim, who pops the volley up. And so a couple game points now. Is that good? That was good. Friend just watched it land on the line. So Aiden Kim gets his first break point of the match. And he's going to get a look at a second serve. Now we get to see if he wants to stick to that aggressiveness. He does. He tries to put a heavy return down at the feet of Jay Friend, knowing that Jay hasn't been moving his feet away from that baseline. It's a good ploy, but just a bit long. And Friend holds. Jay had a good look at that one. I thought he was actually going to go with a two-handed topspin backhand lob, as he really had Kim charging hard, closing that net. Went for the pass. Had time, just unable to connect well. Another good start to this service game for Aiden Kim. Kim 11-8 at the one spot in singles for the Buckeyes last year. That one deep, so it's back-to-back 40 love starts for Aiden Kim, but the last one got away. Surely he doesn't let that happen twice in a row, right? Indeed he doesn't. This time it's a love hold for Aiden Kim. Try to take a quick look and see if we have a score from that doubles match in Cary. Well, it's either either it's frozen or it's actually match point, but 6-3, 5-3 for the Wisconsin duo of Sholikova and Urbanova right now. 6-3, 5-3, 40-15 serving. So 3 match points for Wisconsin in the ladies doubles final in Cary. Indeed, that was right. They just won 6-3, 6-3. Wisconsin, your ITA All-American doubles champions on the women's side. And now Aiden Kim. You can see him looking over, giving a little fist pump, trying to get himself into this now. Decent crowd here today. Got some nice shade to sit under on the side. Beautiful day to catch high-level college tennis. Kim trying to maintain that aggressiveness. He doesn't want to back off. Just unable to connect on too many in a row. His friend takes a 30-15 lead here. Wow. Very tough to find an answer to this. Aiden Kim right now. 546 in the ATP rankings. Jay Friend 746. And after dropping the first point of the game, Friend takes 4 straight. Holds for 3-1. Gee, Mini. Not even sure what to tell Aiden Kim at this point. Jay Friend is just on fire right now. Oh, he misses wide. And that's the danger. You're going to push just a little bit, trying to find something here. As Jay Friend just giving Aiden Kim no breathing room whatsoever. And now 3 break points coming for a commanding set and double break lead. Ooh, looked like it very close. Maybe could have been called wide, but certainly Fred not going to waste any chances on overrules. Up a set and a break and 15-40 there, so Kim gets it to 30-40. Two good serves get it back to deuce. And so a crucial deciding point now. There's a clean winner. And Aiden Kim trying to get himself back into this match. Lets out a roar. Take another look at that one. Inside out forehand winner into the corner. So that a crucial hold right there for Aiden Kim, fighting off 3 break points. Friend now 3 for 8 on those break chances after missing those 3. See if Friend can keep the hot streak up here. Kim only got 4 points off Friend's serve in the first set. Already has 4 in his first 2 service games this set, so better start, but he's going to have to find a break somewhere to get this one back on serve. Beautiful forehand right down the line there from Kim. You see him definitely trying to be aggressive and managing to stay in these points a little longer. The first set, the problem was every time he went for one, or about half the time, it felt like he missed, and then compound that with the fact that Jay Friend wasn't missing. And it was a tough ask. That forehand just Too good there for Jay Friend. Friend, a little chink in the armor, Aiden Kim says. Finally, you miss a ball. A rare miss this match. For Friend, certainly on an unforced error there. Yeah. I don't think Kim just could decide what he wanted to do there and ended up taking a very, very low ball out of the air. Take another look here. Comes in, gets that ball down low, and then Friend just nice and patient. Backhand pushed right down the line for a winner. So game points now. Oh, great ball from Jay Friend and an almost spectacular volley there from Aiden Kim, but it just caught the tape on the rise. And Jay Friend gets the hold. Keeps that break lead. Kim had to like what he saw coming back there. His Friend looked like he might have had time to actually hit through one, but electing to go with the slice and just floated back up. Kim's eyes had to light up when he saw that easy put away. He could use an easy game for sure right now. Ace on the slice tee there from Aiden Kim for 30 love. You see Kim pumping the fist racket. So Kim does get the easy game he was hoping for. A hold at love. Keeps it to a break. Single break deficit here at 4-3. But Jay Friend's got to be thinking to himself, just needs 2 holds. Find himself 2 holds here. Clancy very active, crouching down in front of Friend there. sure hoping as much as Jay that he just manages to find himself a couple holds or even a hold to break here. Either way, he'll take it. Oh, that was some really, really good patience from Friend there, because he left that first volley a little soft and popped up. Not one that he should have been able to let Aiden Kim get to, and he did. And then when Kim put the second one back there, the temptation had to be to just swat it and smack it. Maybe make an error after not putting the first one away, and he just goes nice finesse back behind Kim into the open court. Very well played. Serve was deep. Just long from Aiden Kim on that one. Still, on occasion, struggling. Not nearly as much as he was in the first set, but struggling to find the court, keeping that ball down. And there's a rare miss from Friend. Now is an excellent return down low, and maybe a little less aggressive from Friend. He's been able to handle a lot of those cross-court low balls and get him back in play with some purpose. And that one, he looked like he was just going to try to slice softly down the line. A little thin, missed it well wide. So 30 all. Oh, and what a time for that. Ace T from Friend. Just when Kim thought, try to give himself a chance. Jay Friend gets the ace, and now a couple game points. And it's a hold for Jay Friend. So from 30 all, he grabs 2 points, makes it 5-3, and he is now a game away from an All-American title. Aiden Kim now must hold. That's a good-looking backhand down the line from Aiden Kim. Back against the wall. No nerves there. Still going for his shots. that one early, got it quickly onto Kim, but still 30-15. And now if we're going to see any nerves at all from Kim, this could be the spot here from 30-love to 30-all in a must-hold game. Unbelievable there from Jay Friend. See if he caught enough of that. Thought it was going long. So did Aiden Kim. Right at his feet, you see him looking down, and that brings up a match point for Jay Friend here. 2 of them. Friend called the serve out. Aiden Kim going to challenge. Overruled, so Jay Friend gets an overrule, so now the next one would be a point penalty. And Aiden Kim gets the hold. So 2 match points fought off. And see if that one takes any steam out of Kim. You could see he didn't like that overrule. Certainly a ball he thought was long, as he was kind of giving his coach Clancy Shields a funny look. He's up and out of the chair quick. Who wants to get this one over with? Just pulled. Neither player wanting to give in and go for anything too early there. They were content to rally it out, and Friend draws the unforced error from Aiden Kim for 15-love. That ball looked clearly deep, but Kim sort of in a 5-4, 30-love spot feels like he's got to challenge that. Looked like he put his finger up to challenge, but maybe not. That ball, I think, bounced on Friend's side before it came back over, yeah. That would be horrible timing for the dreaded let court ace. that ball deep, and you see the frustration mounting. Just a couple inches long on both, maybe. He is going to challenge that one. And that was a quick call stands review for 40 love. And now 4 match points coming on serve here for Jay Friend. And that's it. Jay Friend, the Arizona senior, is your 2025 ITA All-American champion here in Tulsa, as he takes down junior Aiden Kim of Ohio State 6-2, 6-4. And we get all the handshakes. We'll take one more look at the close there. Forehand into the net from Kim, ends it. 6-2, 6-4, Jay Friend. They're going to bring the table out, get the trophy set up. And I will go silent and let you hear what you can of the speeches from the players. They'll both get a chance to talk, get their trophies, collect the hardware, and then we'll put a wrap on these 2025 ITA All-American Championships.
Okay, thank you all for coming out to the 2025 ITA All-American Championships. Before I introduce our finalists, I want to give a couple of thank yous. First and foremost to the University of Tulsa and Visit Tulsa. We've been here for 20 years because it keeps going fantastic, and that is a huge testament to Tulsa, both the university and the city, for always being welcoming. But specific thank yous to Vince Westbrook, the head coach here, him and his staff for countless hours leading up to and during the event. So, round of applause for the Tulsa staff. Also want to give some thanks to our partners. I've obviously already mentioned Visit Tulsa, but we've got a number of other partners that also help this event be what it is. One in particular, Play Replay, has been on site the entire main draw. This is the first year that we've had electronic line calling on all 12 boards for the entire main draw, and I think it's been a huge bonus for this event. And so we're looking forward to partnering with them moving forward. So round of applause for Play Replay. And then I also want to thank the officials. We've had head referee Steve Lauro and his whole crew. They work as many hours as anybody. They're here first match in the morning, last match in the day, sitting up in the chair in the heat. It's a tough job, so thank you to the officials. And with that, I will invite this year's finalist, Aiden Kim, to come up, say a few words, and accept the runner-up trophy.
First and foremost, I think you're
And now, before I introduce him, just to tell you the level of players that come through this tournament year in and year out, and how special of a match this is on this court. We've had players like John Isner and Ben Shelton, Ryan Brothers come through and win this event. So, etching his name alongside some of those college tennis legends, your 2025 ITA All-American Singles Champion, Jay Friend.
Yeah, first of all, Aiden, that was a great match. I played really good, but yeah, it was a great week. And I'll see you at the place. Obviously, Clancy, thank you. Thank you for letting me wear my Crocs. It's a pleasure to serve. Thanks to all the staff here making this tournament run so smooth with all these matches. Thanks to Anthony for putting up with me for the week. Jordan as well for also having to put up with me with video camera all week. And lastly, yeah, there are a few people in the crowd that were chanting for U of A, and I really appreciate you guys coming out here. So everyone, thank you so much.
Thank you all for coming to the 2025 ITA All-American Championships. One more time, let's let them hear it.
So that's going to do it. That's a wrap on our 2025 ITA All-American Championships. It's been a pleasure hosting you each and every day of the main draw since Wednesday. We'll be back again. I think Conference Masters will be the next event that we'll be broadcasting, and then the NCAA is in November. So until then, folks, it's been a pleasure. I've been your host, Chris Halioris. You have been watching the 2025 ITA All-American Championships.